Get ready to dive into a world where empires stand on the brink of war and terrible monsters tear at the fragile borderlands of men. The Adventurer-Conqueror King System Imperial Imprint, or as we like to call it, Acts 2, is now live on Kickstarter. Acts 2 is the new edition of the acclaimed best-selling fantasy role-playing game. You'll find everything you need to enjoy epic fantasy campaigns with a sweeping scope. Whether you want to crawl through dungeons, experiment with alchemy, crossbreed monsters, run a merchant emporium, raise an undead legion, or even conquer an empire, Acts 2 supports your playstyle. Acts 2 integrates experience point mechanics, making campaign activities a seamless part of the core gameplay loop. Your character levels up in new and exciting ways each time you play, adding massive replayability to each of your adventures. Acts 2 offers 18 character classes, 378 spells, new combat mechanics, and so much more. Support Acts 2 on Kickstarter today.
Knocked Prone is a clean, chaotic, and deep podcast for D&D nerds. Find more ways to support our show in the episode description.
Last time on Knocked Prone, on the outskirts of One Man's Waste, you see a Serac Jr. with a metal cart full of writhing zombies.
I think I need to kill that man.
What are you doing with all these bodies?
I'm gathering these from my phylactery. Right behind a Serac Jr. pushes forward Dale the intern. Say hi to my dad! And he points to a Serac Jr.
Kobo's gonna ready synaptic static. I can't let you take those bodies.
We know he's a lich. Even if we defeat him now, that doesn't mean he actually goes away. We're not solving the problem. We're wasting our time, and we're about to head towards a dragon. We can't afford to be injured right now.
It's not enough, surrounded by death, for our world to be filled with violence. But you would still even their ability to rest. This I detest, and I will release the static.
He seems unaffected, and he starts carting the bodies away.
Stop him from getting the bodies. Destroy the bodies if we need to.
Zag will utilize 2 of my sorcery points to cast Darkness on a Serac. And we haven't been able to do this yet, but Cade has allowed me to kind of blend my multi-class. When I have Emboldening Bond on the party, as well as casting Darkness utilizing my sorcery points, you all can see through the darkness. He cannot. And he's going to hand you all 3D glasses, and you can all see right through it.
You notice that without the purple aura surrounding a Serac, he seems much, much weaker. Grom, I need a Constitution save. Do you save?
Nope.
He deals 130 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, dang, I am down.
You're down, and he will walk into the light, and all of his damage will be healed.
Whether you're a halfling, a giant, or somewhere in between, round the table with your friends, playing Dungeons and Dragons. And if life ever knocks you down, your dice will surely turn around. Roll your stats, it's time to quest. Let's put your characters to the test.
We're going to join you guys. Everyone, you are in this darkness spell that you have these 3D goggles on that Baby Shadowthorn provided you, so everyone can see through this magical darkness that Zag has cast. And you see a Serac exit the darkness and bask in the purple aura of the outside light. Fully regenerates all of his hit points. That was the end of a Serac's turn. What are you guys doing?
Die.
Are we out of initiative?
We can be out of initiative unless you guys would like to stay in initiative.
If we're okay to be out of it, Grom's unconscious.
Grom's unconscious. Kobo is...
I'll probably be over there helping Grom.
Yeah.
I'd like run over.
Kobo's kneeling next to Grom. Efimia and Selene are kind of both targeting towards the Serac.
Zag will run over to Grom and lift his head up a little bit and give him a minor healing potion.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, 6.
Grom, welcome back to the land of the living. You get 6 points of health back. And you also now notice a Serac getting away towards his death cart.
What happened? I wasn't expecting him to be that strong.
I don't think any of us were.
I don't know that this is where we should put our energy.
I have to stop him. I'm the champion of Greyhaven.
Zag's gonna just grab Grom, help him up to his feet, and just say, hey, I know where the phylactery is. If we're gonna stop him, we're gonna need to get to that before we get to him. Is he, like, running? Like, he's gone?
I mean, he's walking away, but he has his cart, and he has a bunch of kobolds and goblins in this cart, and he just starts walking in the northwest direction.
I don't like to leave this unfinished at all.
It's a loose end for sure.
But, what else do we do?
Maybe after we talk to Granny D, that's the next place we can go. And, I mean, if we're destroying the factory, we don't actually have to deal with him, right? I mean, assuming he's not there.
We have the duty to save a lot of people right now, and everything is closing in on us. And I would love to save those people on that cart, but also we're basically working with a lot of potential carts of people.
I understand.
Grom, you are too weak.
Oof, you're gonna see.
I don't mean
that. No, but you see, Grom's already sitting on the ground, and you just see him shrink further and just.
You're right. I need to be stronger.
We can get you stronger, okay?
I need my family's hammer.
We need to get your mom, okay?
Yes. Okay.
I'm just going to throw this out there. This is the first fight we've not finished.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, I mean, River's kind of, but
it. Oh my gosh, you're right.
Well, but River escaped. That was a finished battle.
Well, he's
just
kind of
a
doing
loss.
the same thing, though.
we're just glad
We're letting him
Right,
go.
but this isn't he full escape. This is he's just walking away and we know we can't fight him. It's a total different level than he escaped and we can't find him. It's just totally admitting defeat and walking away.
Selene, make me a perception check.
Okay. Awesome. That's an 11.
With an 11, you're not... It's hazy, but you look towards Acerak for a moment as he is carting these dead bodies away, and you see black, inky wings sprout from his back, and he seems to take flight.
with the cart,
With the cart?
Wait, a Serac?
Yes.
the cart is flying.
Karass cracks an angel.
Yeah, anybody who didn't notice that, I will relay that information.
Selene, you hear in your head, actually, the voice of Serac as he's flying away.
Oh?
We're not so different, you and I. I sense your fallen state. I've also fallen. I'm just trying to regain my former glory.
I assume that was, in my
Telepathically,
brain.
yes.
I do not relay that information. I will keep that to myself.
You guys pick yourselves up. You are right outside of One Man's Waste. You see the garbage piles about 150 feet away from you.
I think Zach's just going to apologize to Grom really quick. I'm sorry we couldn't get him this time.
It's not your fault. It's mine. If I had been better prepared, we could have stopped him. Look at him.
What matters
gonna
is
get
that we will finish what we started.
I'm going to start my morning calisthenics with you. We'll get him next time.
All right. What kind of evil did we just let out?
He was already let out.
Who knows how long he's been going. At this point, I think we should just make use of our time. The quicker that we get to Granny D and deal with what we need to do there, we can move on and maybe head towards... Where did he say it was?
Avery.
Oh, Avery.
Greyhaven.
Greyhaven. Okay.
Zach attempted to do a burpee, Nick Miller style from New Girl, and he got slightly stuck on the ground. And then he gets up and he says, "Hey, we need to get to Greyhaven."
So really quick, you guys would rather go to Greyhaven after Granny D rather than Torrens area for the factory?
Or to go get Doria.
Let's focus on just our next goal. So Granny D.
Step one.
So you guys start heading into One Man's Waste begrudgingly as you think about Serac just being somewhere out there.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Can we take a long rest?
You could take a long rest as you're walking, or a short rest as you're walking.
Okay.
And so as you guys are finishing up your short rest, you walk through trash in a way that's very familiar to yourselves. You stumble upon a opening that you recall being the opening of Granny D, and you see this white ancient dragon talking to a bird cage with a bullywug inside.
As we're approaching, I'm gonna lean into Efimia and be like, "All right, I think you're gonna need this the most," and give her my bardic inspiration.
Efimia, you now have a D10 to your arsenal.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Granny D perceives you guys as you walk through the garbage piles and says, "Oh, hello! You're back so soon. I presume you have Litsea's soul stone."
Yeah, we came straight here.
Wonderful. I assumed it would take
Roll deception.
it would take much of a long time to return back to me. I wasn't very fretful, as I assumed that you wouldn't dare cross me. Just present the soul stone and we can be on our merry way.
So actually, I think I have a better offer for you.
Ooh, a trade up. Yes.
I have come into some power, and I think you might be interested in doing something about it, but I would need your help in exchange. We would need your help in exchange.
Specifics, darling. I am hard of hearing, but I am very eager to hear your...
I have recently claimed all of Orcus's soulstones.
Orcus! She spits on the ground twice, and ice just like emanates.
And as you know, that brings one quite a bit of power.
Yes, indeed. How many soul stones were you able to collect?
All 6.
Wow, a trade up from 1 to 6. Well, things are turning out to Granny D today.
There is a catch.
Yes.
We would need your assistance in...
The trade is that you get 6, but you have to destroy them.
I'm willing to give up this power if they are destroyed, because I have heard of your biases towards the demons.
Yes,
and so you understand what I am giving up here.
Yes, though, were you able to obtain Litsea's soul stone that she possessed? And she looks at you, Zag.
This is risky business, man.
This is risky.
Granny D, I was able to procure
Yes, right.
a soul stone from Litsea.
Yes, and you were saying instead of Litsea's soul stone that's already been taken from her, I could instead destroy an entire demon. Yes?
So my thoughts are, Litsea is already weakened with me having the stone.
Yes, and I'm fine with you keeping that. The tides seem to be turning in my favor, as Orcus is no fan of the one man's.
But at the same time, I would also need your assistance in following us on our next venture.
And to Big Bonitos.
Oh yes, my kobold army is, Kobo can attest, is ready for battle at any time, and, the Big Bonito, that's a little, more of a peculiar situation.
Would he come if his great love was coming?
He would. However, the armies that he once had dominion over no longer respect him, as he seems to be my pet. And bullywugs no longer necessarily follow the Big Bonito. However, he still holds their title as leader. All it would take would be a simple one-on-one combat style of killing him, and whoever was the victor of that would take his place as, leader of the bullywug people.
But that's your cue.
The bullywugs are familiar with the kobolds. Maybe, Kobo, you'd be interested?
No. Someone else.
Kobo.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. They might not respect you, but they will at least be led by you if you decide to destroy him instead. So the decision is yours, though.
So if Efimia gives you Orcus's soulstone, you will destroy them?
Yes, my breath weapon should be cold enough to, incinerate for them from existence, or the opposite of incinerate.
And then you and the Big Bonito and your armies will help us defeat.
Well, just my army. I have no say over the Big Bonito's army. He is not respected amongst his people.
Where is the Big Bonito?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm just in my bird cage. If you could let me out for playtime right now, I'd be very appreciative. I haven't stretched my legs in a few days.
Classic knocked prone sidebar.
Yeah.
I think we have a great deal, But let me talk to my people about the Big Bonito's army for just a moment.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, I will continue talking to him. Yes, the Big Bonito, we are in love.
We're in love. But kill him if you want the army.
Even your fake voices sounded fake somehow.
I'm just picturing all of this, and I just picture the dragon from Shrek.
Okay, so what do we do about the Pollywogs?
Is she basically saying we need somebody to defeat the Big Bonito so the Bullywugs have a new leader?
Essentially, I mean, I don't know how we could get people to respect him unless we somehow also got her to agree to remove his spell, but even then I don't think they would.
If we did, who's to say he would help us?
We don't even know the real him. He's been under a potion this whole time.
Maybe there's a way we can do it without killing him.
Like using him as a puppet?
Kobo, you know more about Bullywugs than we do. What would it take?
Well, based on what I'm understanding is we would have to do a public battle to usurp him of the throne, which we could potentially make it look as though we kill him, but save him afterwards. But then if anyone found out, we would no longer be in control of his armies.
I can revive recently deceased.
So we could kill him, but not in the purple aura.
If you, Kobo, I don't know if you would be willing to. I mean, she mentioned your name.
It can't be me.
But what if I were to save him after, and then you would be able to help us in our quest? You've been so much help already, but...
Why can't it be you?
You see me, I lose control. I'm not supposed to fight things.
Okay, just like when you turned Grom into the giant furry tusky thingy, it basically that's pretty much like running an army. Like, you are not...
That's it.
Grommy.
You don't have to be the one on the front lines. They need a leader, and they need a good one. And I think that could be you. But you need to believe in yourself to do it. We believe in you. Why can't you do the same?
If I attack him, I'll lose control again. I don't know what I'd do.
It seems like you still have a lot of stuff to work out, but from the short time that we've known you, it's really clear that you have a good heart. I feel pretty confident that that's more important than some of the smaller details, things you're still ironing out.
So what you would have to do is, the minute I killed him, you'd have to cast darkness, because just like with the Lich, it could keep it from affecting his dead corpse. Revive him and then take him out.
I have the means to do that. Zach's gonna put his hand down, and Baby Shadowthorn's gonna high five it.
But they need to see that he was dead.
I have a little bit of time once he's deceased, before it's too late.
Isn't it only 1 minute?
I mean, it's not an exact science. It didn't work with Lathander very well, but I know I can do it.
Efimia's only asking that because I also have Revivify.
Do I know where their army is located? Would they be
the Bullywug army?
Do they have any underground area next to there?
They are to the immediate west of One Man's. They have a bog called Bullywug Bog that is full of the Bullywug army, and they spend day in day out training to fight against any goblins that make it through the kobold forces.
I have a question. Could I cast a slightly homebrewed death ward, where instead of protecting him from going to 0, I protect him from basically like a spare the dying?
I would allow it, that he doesn't become undead.
He doesn't become undead. He doesn't actually die, but he goes into...
I'd also allow you to use Spare the Dying to control, or to make him not go undead, and then you could also cast Revivify on him afterwards.
But if I used a Death Ward, and I wouldn't have to use it Revivify, would that be allowed? Do you know what I'm saying?
He would have to be
typically
dead.
A Death Ward goes down to
1 HP, which
Could I
wouldn't
allow
kill him.
it to 0 but be stable?
It would have to be something like a Spare the Dying spell in order to keep him at 0, but keep him from going to undead.
Kobo, I know I can do it. If you're willing to take on that responsibility, you've proven yourself. You're trustworthy. You do have a good heart.
If I lose control, though, You have to stop me.
We can do that.
We have a Grom. We'll stop you if we have to.
I think it might be the only way.
If you're willing, you've been a huge asset to us. You could, this would only make you that much more.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Kobo, with this new resolve, you approach Granny D.
The Big Bonito, I challenge you to combat for the throne.
Yes.
Granny D, will you let us take him to Bullywug Bog?
Yes, actually, and she says, I can assemble the armies, both Kobold and Bullywug, to center here, and she holds out a very large conch shell that she obviously uses to assemble the masses.
That would be very convenient.
So she goes, the conch shell sounds, and a magical aura will surround one man's waist, and a bunch of kobolds and bullywugs will all surround this huge circle in the middle of one man's waist, this clearing, and they will start cheering for a fight to the death. And Granny D will say to you, Kobo, shall I, for the sake of the bullywugs, take the effects of the love potion away, or would you prefer that they stay?
For now, away.
Yes, yes.
As much of a actual leader as possible.
Yes, and she will wave a claw, and the effects of the love potion seem to wane. The Big Bonito looks at Granny D and says, I'll do this for you, my love. To Granny D.
Dreamy.
Yes.
Get you a man like the Big Bonito.
This is like a Finch and Selene type of love.
Yeah. their wedding date is set.
Way to
earlier.
cheapen my relationship.
It's better.
It's so much better.
And you look over the crowd, Kobo, and you start to ready up your weapons and armor, and you feel this rush within you. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
18 plus Efimia makes 21.
An 18 will 100% pass. You were able to bolster. You feel magic from an outside source, kind of lingering in your sinews of your mind, but you were able to shake it away. Again, you don't really remember what it's from. It would need to rear its head in order to basically for me to tell you what it is. But you start prepping yourself. You get into one corner of the fighting arena. Kobo and Selene, make me perception checks.
10.
10?
Oh, that should be 18.
An 18, wonderful. With an 18, Kobo, you watch as this love potion again has been faded from the Big Bonito's mind, and Granny D lifts a claw, opens the birdcage, and the Big Bonito, as the birdcage opens, a massive smirk will appear across his face.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna give a glance back to Zagabik.
I'm trusting you. Do what you said.
And give him a point of inspiration.
Wonderful. So Zag, you feel bolstered, but as you feel bolstered, you hear the nasally voice of the Big Bonito say, I've been waiting for this for some time now. He will jump from his cage towards Granny D's face, and in that motion will pull out a purple syringe of purple goop, jam this into Granny D's neck. Her eyes will roll to the back of her head.
What?
And she will roar. Everyone roll me initiative.
No!
We even talked about we don't want to fight her.
18 for Grom.
Oh, 21.
In usual Efimia fashion, I rolled a 6, so I go last as per usual, probably.
24.
Ooh.
10.
With that, Selene, you watch as this ancient white dragon roars and is filled with this purple goop energy. And what are you doing?
Oh gosh. Okay. Wow. Purple goop.
Purple goop, making an appearance.
Making an appearance.
Campaign
1. Easter egg, kinda.
We're gonna have to pay so many royalties.
So many royalties. Kate's gonna be livid.
I feel like there's just no time to waste, so I'm just going to use steady aim, and then as a bonus action, and then I'm going to take out my crossbow. I hope I hit. Ooh. 18 to hit.
Will not hit.
That's a bummer. That's a huge bummer.
Okay, I want to burn my inspiration. I just barely got.
Do it.
Should I?
Is the Big Bonito
is it
in
just
this fight?
Granny D?
Right now, I think we're
the Big
mostly
Bonito
focused on
is
her.
on top of Granny D. Does not look like he's engaging, but could
Okay.
be attacked. Yes.
Get him, Kobo.
Like, he just did it, so he's part of the bad, but
screw
Granny
it.
D's.
I'm using my inspiration. I'm rolling
Thank you
again.
to the Himbo Squad for that point of inspiration.
Freaking love Himbo Squad. You know what makes me so happy? It's the most subscribed tier.
It is.
Yes.
What'd you get?
I got a 4 added to 9, so it's 13. Cool. I will do nothing.
Okay, and with that will be Granny D's turn. Every creature in a 90-foot cone, so that will be all of you.
Oh, no.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, I should have hid.
This is really mean.
Oh, but now I don't roll good.
But we're close to Efimia, right?
If you're
Yes.
within 10 feet of
So-
me, you get +3.
Efimia will give +3 to only Grom.
Oh, I rolled a nat 1, but I'm going to use Himbo's luck.
Himbo's luck.
Myself.
Good.
I got a 21.
Nat 20! I went 1 to 20!
With a nat 20, you won't take any damage from this.
Oh man.
I'm burning my
this
inspiration
for
from the
us.
last fight to potentially survive this one.
One more time.
Going well. Come on. Hey, 24.
That will pass.
9.
That will not pass.
Sorry.
11. That'll do it.
That will not pass.
Oh, I'm scared. I have not taken like terrible hit points in a long time.
So everyone who passes, except for Zag, who will take 0, take 35 points of cold damage, and everyone who failed takes 70.
Don't go down, though. Like, you just don't.
Yeah, no.
Well, with that will be the end of Granny D's turn. Zag, you're up.
Okay. I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should say Kobo does go down from this.
You're
damage.
down? Okay. Does Zag believe that any of his magical abilities could affect that purple goop that was injected into Granny D?
It's unclear.
Okay. Zag is going to remain 30 feet away.
Okay.
Just because of the, her ability of that cone. I'm going to move 30 feet in a direction to the side of her, like basically flank her.
Okay.
But still be within 30 feet range.
Wonderful.
And then Zag is going to cast Greater Restoration using 1 sorcery point to make it a distance spell, so I can have a 30-foot range on it.
Greater Restoration, what level spell is that?
The 5th level spell.
5th level spell.
Hold on.
And
You imbue a creature you touch with positive... Well, I'm not going to touch it. You imbue a creature with positive energy to undo a debilitating effect. You can reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1 or end one of the following effects. 1 effect that charmed or petrified. 1 curse, including the target's attunement to a cursed magic item. Any reduction to one of the target's ability scores. 1 effect reducing the target's hit point maximum. Is it a curse?
is not a curse.
Well, okay.
I'm so sorry.
So, I've already done it. So, Greater Restoration.
Okay.
Distant.
Unfortunately, it will not affect her purple goop. It seems that a greater restoration would have affected the purple goop. However, Granny D seems to be made out of purple goop on a more molecular level. Though the Big Bonito injected Granny D with purple goop, it doesn't seem like he knew what he was doing, injecting more purple goop into an already purple goop ridden creature.
Oh, shoot.
Grom, you are up.
Okay.
So basically it does nothing, though. Like, at all.
It seems that the purple goop seems to like pulsate down her neck, and you seem to maybe stop it a little bit, but it continues to infect.
Okay.
I'm going to... can I attempt to climb onto her back?
Absolutely.
I would like to do that if possible. How far away from me is she?
30 feet.
Okay, so I'll use my bonus action to do my Remarkable Athlete and increase my movement speed by 10, and then run forward and attempt to just leap up onto the back and climb her.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Is that any type of check, or can I just do it?
Yeah, just roll me an athletics check and don't roll above or below a 5.
Natural 20 for 35.
Yes, with a natural 20, go ahead and do an attack with it, like a flying kick.
This is actually perfect because I want to attempt to just essentially tackle the big bonito off the back of it and attempt to tackle him off. Can I do like a shove attack or something against him?
He is way too high. This is a
Fair
gargantuan dragon.
Okay, then I will. I'll land and just roll an attack as well.
Yep.
17.
A 17?
Yeah.
Does not hit.
Didn't think so.
Unfortunate.
Do I still get my action, or was that my action to climb?
Yeah, you get your action.
Okay, was that one of my attacks then?
No, I did the nat 20 for the check. I was
just
counting.
Wanted to confirm before
I was counting your movement, like almost like your horns. Like
That's fair. Okay, I'm gonna attempt 2 attacks. 25 to hit,
that will hit.
and a natural 20.
That will hit. Gosh dang it, Grom.
So-
Your
Nice.
dice. I gotta curse them.
Yeah, they got some niceness. So, is she immune to physical damage?
Is not. No.
Okay.
The only thing that she is immune to is cold damage.
Okay. 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
On the first attack, and then for the crit, 17 points of bludgeoning damage. And then I'm also going to expend one of my, because I crit, I can expend a second wind
Okay.
for
To
free.
heal up.
So I'm gonna do that.
Wonderful.
So I gain 17 hit points as well.
You deal 28 points of damage to her, and you heal and bolster yourself a little bit. On top of her, you can kind of assume that she might be less willing to roll attacks against you, but we'll see. And with that, Kobo, you are up.
10 for
What?
death save.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so sorry.
Well,
You're
with
good.
that'll be one success. So Kobo,
Easy, it's in the
in
bag.
the green, in
Dude,
the green.
that's like my whole job. I'm a freaking cleric.
So that'll be one success, Kobo, and Efimia, you are up now.
Okay, so just remind me where Big Bonito is and Granny D.
Granny D is 30 feet in front of you. Big Bonito is like on top of her head, basically, which is, as a gargantuan creature, he is towering over where you guys are.
Do I recognize, if he was off of her, do I recognize that would benefit us in any way?
With your passive medicine, you notice that it is the purple goop that is corrupting her. Whatever he jammed into her neck seems to be making her chaotic energy even more chaotic.
Is it empty? Like, can we tell?
The syringe, yeah, it's been emptied into her neck.
Do I recognize that it's causing a magical effect on her?
Yes, but not necessarily one easily curable. The goop that has been injected into her seems to almost be like multiplying, like cells that are corrupting more cells as they make contact with it.
So far, everyone's just been trying to attack Granny D.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll just do the same. I'll just go in with my rapier and see what I can do there.
Okay.
Even though Efimia's pissed about this because of the Orcus soul stones in her pocket.
Oh yeah.
Well, in her bag. They are separated in 2 separate pockets in the bag, just in case you needed to know.
Yes.
I can already tell you that first one does not hit. It was an 11.
Okay, does not hit.
Come on. Okay. And that third one also does not hit.
Oh no.
Or second one, and that was 9.
Oh no.
That's sad.
And then I'm going to go in with my blunt end of the weapon.
To do a bonus action?
Yeah, of course, that one's a 23. Cool.
23, but you can do a divine smite on top of this if you'd like.
Is she undead or a fiend?
She is not.
Let's just go ahead with first level divine smite.
Okay.
And we got a 2. And then for radiant damage, we got a 3. I'm rolling 100, guys.
Oh man.
So just a solid 5.
So you deal 5 points of damage to Granny D.
I did so good,
She
guys.
looks so hurt. Oh man, you guys.
I bloodied her there.
Yeah, basically. And with
Wow.
that, Selene, you are up.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you, I think it's gonna work. Go close. We'll see when we get to my turn. I mean, Cade might ruin the whole thing. But
I was
think
gonna
it's
hide,
work.
so if she does like a cone thing, so is it worth it to get up close? Because I can reach her.
If it works, yes.
Okay. I'm so scared.
It'll be a good place to end the episode.
Okay, I will do the risky thing and run right up to the dragon
Okay.
to take out my trusty all pike.
Do it.
29 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's 9 points of damage, and then I'm also going to use my sneak attack.
You snake.
17 points of damage.
Wow, okay.
And then I'm going to use my offhanded attack for my bonus action for 2d4. All right, with my offhanded attack, that's 5 more points of damage.
Okay, wonderful. She's at 64 points of damage.
And that's my turn.
Okay, wonderful. And with that, Granny D is up. She's going to roll a d6 on a 5 and 6. She regains her breath weapon. She gets a 2, so she will not regain her breath weapon. So instead, I need everyone within 120 feet to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
Who's within 10 feet of me? Nobody within 10 feet of me?
Unfortunately, nobody's within 10 feet of you.
All right, sorry guys. I get a plus extra 3.
Come on, high roll.
Dude, someone's gonna die.
I just don't know.
How did I get that bad roll with all of my pluses?
16.
I also got 16.
An 11.
Do you think an 18 is high enough? I gotta survive this round. 18.
With an 18, 16 is the DC, so 3 of you will save. But Grom, you are now frightened of Granny D. You must repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, and then obviously you can't approach the creature any closer. You being on top of her, I would assume that you would probably want to run away. But with that, Granny D is now going to use her multi-attack.
Why does she look so scary?
If you die because I told you to go close, I'm very sorry.
Actually, she will target Selene. Selene,
I have a good idea.
as seeing that you were right in front of her, that is a natural 20 to hit.
Silvery barbs.
A 19 to hit. I'm so sorry, another natural 20.
What?
Can I do 2 reactions in one person's turn?
No, you cannot. An
Okay,
18,
I will do one.
A 31 to hit.
That hits.
I'm sorry.
Selene, get close to it.
I might
health
die.
are you?
You take 44 points of damage for the bite, plus 15 points of cold damage from the
that's not
bite.
as bad.
So
I'm
15
down,
plus 44, so you can have that. So that's 59 points of damage, but you can have that to
So
29.
how much damage do I take?
You take 29 for the first attack. That's halved too, so you... And then the second attack, you will take 20 points of slashing damage for as she claws into you, and then her tail will hit you for...
You've done enough, haven't you?
That's the end of the turn.
Haven't you done enough?
an extra 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Are you still up?
And you can't you can only have the first one.
You're up, right?
You got her on
wait,
the first
29
one.
was already halved though.
Yes.
29 was
Okay, well I'm definitely down.
Before this hit happened, how much hit points did you have?
27.
Granny D's first bite clamps into you, knocking you completely unconscious, and then her claw and tail attack bloody you beyond the point that you were able to be saved, Selene. You fall as Granny D clutches onto your lifeless body with her huge jaws. And Grom, Efimia, Zag, you watch as the party member that you have come to know and love, your source of consistent damage, Selene, dies. Her body falls limp against this huge white dragon as it attacks her, and the butcher is no more. She dealt 2 melee attacks after she was dead. So you are fully dead.
What?
Okay.
She hits into you. You are outright dead. Selene, what are the last things that you think of before the light is snuffed from your life?
I drop my owl pike from my hands, and I think to myself that I always knew I might not see the end of our lofty adventure to take down Vecna. I think about Finch and how I'll never see him again, and how I'm leaving my party behind. And I hope the Zag doesn't live his life thinking that it's his fault.
Oh my gosh.
And with that,
let me go! Let me go!
No,
that is the end of Granny D's turn.
Okay.
Can you have that pen, please?
Zag, you are up.
Yeah,
Dude.
thank you.
Right now, I'm hoping you'll see why I said that. Cade, be compassionate. Oh man, I might have just gambled way too hard. Okay, I have a minute before you're like dead.
You have Revivify. I have Revivify. We have 1 minute.
But also,
we're not
I'm
dead.
gonna try right now, dude.
Are you gonna do something stupid?
Oh my god, yeah. Okay.
Oh, my
Zach's
gosh, you
gonna. I'm so sorry. That's the first.
That is the first death of the game.
Okay, I'm gonna go for my gamble.
Okay.
I'm hoping that this doesn't screw us.
So you are watching as Selene is taken down. She is currently lifeless in the maw of Granny D as she is being devoured.
Okay. Zag is going to full sprint.
Okay.
Calisthenics coming in clutch. He did that burpee.
That one day.
That one burpee.
Yeah, the one. He is going to run up. How tall is Granny D? You said gargantuan.
Gargantuan. She is massive. The top of her head is 64 feet in the air for reference. That is about the length of 2 school buses stacked end to end.
Okay. He is going to wave to grab her attention. Granny D, we know the real enemy here is Litsea. And he's going to cast Word of Recall and attempt to all creatures within the 5-foot radius, him to Big Bonito, Granny D, Grom, and Selene's body. I can only cast this within a 5-foot radius.
Right.
So I will be leaving Kobo and Efimia behind
I see.
to cast this spell and attempt to cast Word of Recall on those 5 creatures to transport them to Litsea's castle within the Draco Goblin jungle if they are willing.
Granny D and the Big Bonito are not willing.
Oh!
Is it a save that they have to make?
Nope, they just have to be willing to go. I was hoping to appeal to the fact that Granny D wants to kill Litsea so
make
bad.
me a persuasion check. DC 18. The Big Bonito will not come with you regardless.
I figured, but that's fine because I'm not too worried about him. 10 plus 7 plus the Bardic Inspiration from Kobo.
That's 10.
So we're 27.
You pass. Yes. Granny D will wake up for a moment and say, Litsea, you say? And you are able to teleport away. Efimia, you watch as your entire party gets transported away, and you are left with the lifeless body of Kobo. The Big Bonito now lands from where he was atop of Granny D's neck. He raises his frog-like arms to the kobold and bullywug crowd, who start cheering his name, as it seems he may have been victorious. And Efimia, you watch as the lifeless body of Selene, that you just watched murdered before you, disappears, where you are unable to heal her. But I believe that is where we're going to end our session for the night.
No!
My name is Cade, the host and dungeon master of this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure, and I'm joined here by the players to my left.
Alec playing Zag.
Mason playing Grom.
Danny playing Kobo.
Marissa playing Efimia.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode. Gosh, I've been so excited to reintroduce Purple Goop back into the campaign. It's been too long. But if you enjoyed this episode, go on over to patreon.com/knocked, because we will be having a talked prone about this episode. Probably next time, because I don't want to keep you guys too late. So we will be doing a talked prone on this combat. Hopefully the victors are the party, but you never know with a CR20 white dragon. But that is all from me. Does anyone have anything to shout out?
I'm gonna wreck that frog.
You're gonna wreck that frog.
I figured you two could do it. Okay.
Oh, I'm not happy with you either. We'll get there.
Yes, but let me just throw this out.
This is some inter-party conflict.
Yeah,
know
what's
what?
on your
You know
mind,
what?
Efimia? Tell me.
You know what?
We're not gonna have a talk prone for like a week.
You know what? Let's save it for the talked prone. Okay.
Oh, you're right.
I'll forget by the talked prone. I'm mad at you now.
I'm not worried about you guys and the Big Bonito.
Oh, I'm not worried about the Big Bonito. You got a dead girl and a dragon. What you gonna do with that?
She's gonna play Litsea now. Selene is gone.
You're wasting your 1 minute.
Selene is gone.
I know that. My backup was Revivify. Now I can't.
It might have been a bad call, but you know what? All the times that I've made
If she
terrible
dies,
decisions,
Efimia's gonna be so
it's
mad
been really
at you.
good episodes.
It's going to be my best decision ever. Immediately gets a party member killed.
You-
I didn't know she was gonna die.
die.
As you said it, I'll be honest, in my head, I was like, this is gonna be a disaster. I was just like, I'm here for it. Like,
Efimia's gonna hate this whole party again.
I'll build it back.
I'll build it.
Yeah,
we have
good
Kobo.
She will storm Avalar herself.
Actually, Kobo's unconscious too.
Kobo's having like a mental breakdown. He's literally just gone up and down the last few days, and like combat's just down, up, down, up, down, up. Does absolutely nothing in the whole battle with the Lich. Like, soaked some damage, but also it was his idea to grapple, which got all the damage done.
Yes.
So he's just like, I'm useless.
Yes, rather unfortunate, but we will talk more about it on the Talked Prone. So go check that out, patreon.com/knocked, and you won't miss out a single hour of the eulogy of Selene. And we hope that you remember when life knocks you flat on your back, all you got to do is keep rolling, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.